Okay, so this is kind of a new setup that we have going on here. I post vlogs mainly, if you are actually a subscriber to my channel. And I don't really post sit down videos or like think pieces, but this is kind of something that I was thinking about posting for like a year since I started feeling these emotions. And I know that this has kind of been like a topic of conversation on a lot of people's channels and just how a lot of people have been feeling recently in regards to social media. But we're going to talk about it here on this channel. I feel like I don't say my feelings enough for the internet. So I think like let's just get into the topic and then we'll we'll dive deeper into why that is. I have notes actually. I'm using my DJI to film the audio because I can't connect this mic to my phone for some reason. I know I can with like the Blackmagic app or whatever, but I've tried. If anybody knows how to actually like get that to work, please let me know. I also hope that this is in focus because a lot of times I film videos and it's never in focus. So then I like cry and I'm like, is this actually what I meant to do with my life? Okay, I think we're good. I'm naming the title of today's video, I want to be a content creator, but I hate social media. So let's get into that statement, shall we? I've had this channel for a really long time, since I was like maybe 13 years old. So over 10 years of me having this channel, making videos, editing videos, and posting them to not just YouTube, but since TikTok came around, on TikTok or Instagram and all of the things of the sort. Because I've been on social media for a really long time, and I'm in that era where I have been on social media for a really long time, and social media is kind of just ingrained in everyday life in this generation. I've seen it in a lot of different ways. So I was on Instagram when they were just filters, and we posted a picture from the Instagram app, and we took a picture from the Instagram app and used a filter and sent it, and then your friends and family would comment on it. I've been on Instagram when you had a whole spam page dedicated to your actual close friends, and you would literally post your whole entire life story on that page, which is actually kind of insane now that I'm like thinking about the things that I posted, but that's neither here nor there. I've been on Instagram when we were doing Throwback Thursdays and Women Crush Wednesdays and Man Crush Mondays and all that stuff. And just kind of showing our personalities. The beginning of Instagram baddies, like that's when I was on Instagram. Like I've seen Instagram and I've seen YouTube in multiple different ways. I've been on YouTube since there were tutorials, since people were posting their house tours, when couples would post couple pranks, when people would just sit down and have a conversation. And not only have I been a watcher or a viewer, I've also participated in being a creator or being a creative. Because I am a multifaceted creator, I felt like being a content creator or doing YouTube videos and posting on Instagram kind of felt fitting to me. It was a way for me to be creative and have a creative outlet to just share with the world because I wasn't really necessarily honed in on what I wanted to create just yet. I loved all things entertainment. Like YouTube was also a place where people would post their form of entertainment that if they didn't have like the means to post it to a studio or have a comedy show. Then COVID comes around and TikTok drops. And it was also a really fun way for everybody to connect. I mean, TikTok was funny as hell. It still is funny as hell. And it was a way for all of us to communicate and connect with each other while we were quarantined. And new types of content creators came out, a new wave of content creators came out. We were seeing the dancing talk, people participating in trends, and it was just another way for us to communicate with one another. And now social media has gotten super serious. And it makes sense because to some people it is their job and it is their form of income. Some people have businesses that they want to promote, and that's how they get another stream or another demographic that they haven't seen before, and they can reach new people. Some people just started their content creator journey and blew up during COVID times, and some people were on YouTube, but they wanted to try a short form of content, so they got on TikTok. And I think I might hurt a little hurt people's feelings when I say this, but it has also gotten a little bit repetitive. And I this is just something that I've been battling with for a while. And I hope that I can stay on like one train of thought so that it can all come around full circle. But I've really been struggling with creating content because I feel like I have to be like everyone else. And I do make videos. And when I say everyone else, I mean get ready with me to do this. Spend the day with me to do this. This is a day in the life of so and such, where it's not really showing anybody's personality. It's more just performative, and everybody's content looks exactly the same. And they do the same three things in a morning routine, such as waking up, making a matcha, going to Pilates, getting ready for the day, and that's their morning. And I think that it may be cute and it looks aesthetic, and I enjoy watching those videos too, as much as the next person, because it's cute, it's aesthetic, it's fun. And I think that I got into a mindset where I have to post these types of videos. My life has to look like that. My morning routines have to look like that. And if they don't look like that, then I can't be a content creator, or I shouldn't be able to post any videos, because who wants to see what's actually going on in my life? Because my life is boring AF. I have a 9 to 5 job. I don't get home until 3 o'clock. And when that time hits, I actually don't want to do anything. I don't work for myself. I don't take a Pilates class every couple days. I don't wake up at 5 a.m. And because of that, that's where the comparison of other people's lives versus yours really comes into play. And I know that I am not the only one who feels like this. So just think of it, but put yourself in my shoes as someone who wants to do content or has been doing content but wants to make it their full-time job. It's very discouraging, and I think that's the reason why I have been on and off of like every social media platform, and I can't stay consistent just yet, because I'm like battling an actual identity crisis. Like, and I don't want that identity crisis to like be on social media. And like, I know that I can grow, and I know that I can pivot, and I know that I can make certain content and then pivot and go into another type of content. But for some reason, exploring that on the internet just seems inauthentic to me. I don't want to be fake on the internet. And I still am trying to find my flow of things. And I think that the conclusion that I've come to, I don't know if you guys can hear my chair. The conclusion that I've come to is that maybe I just need to create while finding my voice and try not to get caught up in the fraudulence of it all, and just be myself. And like I said, this is my opinion. Excuse me. If you like making content like that, like I said, I enjoy watching content like that sometimes. But I think what we're missing is real people. We're missing authenticity. We're missing individuality. We're missing actual creativity. We're missing connection. And that is kind of the reason why I started making content in the first place, was for connection and a place to share my memories and to be creative. And I've gotten caught up in the aesthetics of things and the trend of things and the comparison of it all. And we do not need that in life. Like, I've realized that I need to stop scrolling. Like that, it's become an issue. And another thing with watching people's morning routines and night routines and day in the lives is like, you're going to watch so many of those. And then when it actually comes to you living your life, everything seems boring because you're getting that dopamine from your phone. your brain thinks that you're living all these experiences and you're doing all of these things, and it hits you so fast, and you're watching it and consuming so much stuff at a time that when you look up, you're looking at your life like, what the hell is this? I can't even wash the dishes without having something on in the background and watching somebody else's life instead of just living mine and being okay with it. Like, it's not okay. And I've also realized that, well, I'm not going to get into that right now. Maybe I'll have another sit down video, but who knows? I am just sick of having the same regurgitated videos and content ideas. And there's nothing wrong with having a little day in the life and showing a morning routine, but how many times do people need to see that? You know what I mean? I think that, or if you do make videos like that, or if I do, let me say that, I want it to just be my personality. I want to show my life and my experiences and my life through my lens rather than it looking like the same lens that's been curated and it looks exactly like everybody else's, because we do not all live the same life. And we just need some diversity and some differentiality. So that's just what I've been searching for and what I hope to bring to the content space as we move forward, because what's going on right now is not working, girl. It's not working. My mic is off, so it's getting a little too copy and paste, and it's also getting very overstimulating. I think that we need to find something else to do. Okay, like I think social media is very healthy if we give it time and we have limits, and we're not on it 24/7. And we also use it for good, to actually socialize with one another and comment on each other's posts and make friends of, like, from our mutuals, like actually meet those people in real life. I also I also find extreme distaste within, like, the overconsumption of it all. And I know that, some content creators are like little marketing people. You know what I mean? Like, that's their job to market certain products and items, and that's part of the job. But I think that when I create content, I don't even want to get caught up in, this is what I'm using and this is how I do this and you should buy this new product, because, to be honest, who can really afford to buy every new product right now? Like, people can't even afford to buy their groceries. It's sick, honestly. The duality and also the complexity of wanting to do content but hating what's going on social media right now. And I kind of want to end this video by saying, I don't know what, I have an idea of what my content would look like from here on out. And I just hope that I don't, or you don't, honestly, get caught up in the trends of it all and get caught up in other people's lives instead of living yours. As well as, hopefully this inspires you to take a little bit of a break, um, and maybe like reevaluate what you want to do. Maybe you don't actually want to do content. Maybe you want to be social and entertain others in another way, in another fashion. And yeah, I don't I don't know. But yeah, I want to start having conversations. I want to actually have this be a form of entertainment and get back to my passions and creativity and share my life in that way and through that lens, and have fun along the way and not really think about like other people's lives and what somebody else's video looks like versus mine. And there are certain things that get views, but I think I need to be more decisive. I don't think that's the word. Confident, honestly, in the things that I create and the things that I put out. And yeah, that's about it. I hope I'm making sense. Like, I hope I came to a full, like, 360 after editing this and filming this, and I hope this doesn't end up like one of the videos that I film and never gets posted. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that we can start a conversation. I hope that I inspired you, or maybe got a certain part of your brain thinking about a topic that you've been trying to discuss with yourself for a while. And I hope that I'm actually talking to somebody and not talking to the void. Because that's what social media has been like recently for me. Let's make social media social again, and I'll see you guys in my next video.